Some of the local men and women who give up their time to serve their country in the Army Reserve.
Good morning, Militex. Mark speaking.
An ordinary Tuesday morning at work after a week that was anything but ordinary, unless you're a member of the Canadian Armed Forces Reserves that day.
My name is Mark Fitzgerald, and I'm a security supervisor at Militex Coatings in London.
When he's not security supervisor for Militex, Fitzgerald is a corporal in London's 1st Hussars, part of the 31st Brigade Group. He's one of 1,800 Canadian Armed Forces Reserve soldiers taking part in Exercise Bold Venture in Fort Knox, Kentucky. The 31st Brigade Group is made up of 16 reserve units from right across southwestern Ontario. There are approximately 1,250 members right here in Fort Knox for the largest reserve training exercise ever. The military wants to increase those numbers, but can't do it unless they hang on to experienced soldiers like Mark Fitzgerald. The reserve needs seasoned soldiers to train the new recruits.
There's some added pressures. There's being a very proud Canadian, you want to have the best army that you can have. You want to compete with other nations, and it's a little stressful at times because the equipment isn't there. But we persevere. We get through it.
My name is Tanya Farish. I work with Pizza Hut. I'm a shift manager there.
And when she's not sliding a pizza out of the oven, the Windsor Regiment's Tanya Farish is sliding into a computerized tank simulator.
I decided I'd go join the Army because it seemed like you see everything on TV and it's like, yeah, I want to do that. I want to do something with my life that might help protect my country sometime.
The problem for many reservists is that if they're called into action, there's no guarantee they'll have a job to come back to. American reservists have job protection legislation. No such protection for Canadian reservists.
There's some job protection allows for the soldier to go off and come back and have that kind of job. An important aspect because the United States is drawing more and more on our National Guard and reserve forces to go off and do missions now.
If the Canadian public wants us to be at a higher ready state, if they want us to be more prepared to support peace operations like Rota 13 on a continuing basis, then they should consider job protection as a way to get to that end.
So after a week of live fire exercises, no sleep, and field rations 3 times a day, it's back to the 9 to 5 civilian life. For experienced reservists, the transition isn't as hard as you might think.
It's not as busy here. You're obviously not dealing with bullets and things like that, but you're dealing with customer relations and things like that help. That if you're ever in a position, like if you go on a UN peacekeeping mission, you have vocal skills and personal skills that you can help you when you're out in that theater.
Yeah, I enjoy it. I get to meet new people. I get to go different places like Kentucky. That's only been that was the first time down here this year that I've ever gone to Kentucky. It's really good. I enjoy the training. It's really good for us. We get to do what our job is. We get to go do recce.
In Fort Knox, Derek Rogers, News Now.
International aid groups are doing what they can tonight for